everyone! My name is Wednesday. Coincidentally, today is Wednesday. Wednesday is an actual name. Look at the Addams family. Wednesday Addams, the small daughter. Yeah, Wednesday is an actual name. And welcome back to World of Second Place Prize Winner. This is World of Yolo, playing in the FV4202P Tier 8 British Premium Medium Tank. Used to be a Tier 10, the FV4202, before it got replaced by the Centurion Action 10 in patch 9.10. And what does the FV4202P do? It does gun depression, incredibly troll armor, very sloped, and it's a premium tank, so it trains crew and grinds credits. And you might be wondering, Phil, why is a premium tank winning this? Because it's not about the premium tank, it's the way World of Yolo uses this tank. And you are going to be amazed at what kind of shenanigans he will pull off in this tank. In my opinion, the FV4202P is not that great. With a top speed of 35 kilometers an hour, it doesn't feel like a medium tank. Medium tanks are supposed to flank, they're supposed to drive around. With 35 kilometers an hour top speed, you will not even keep up with some heavy tanks. That is how bad the top speed of this tank is. The Super Pershing, which has a worse power to weight ratio, will still go downhill faster because that's top speed is, I believe, 40 or 42 kilometers an hour. It has 2000 DPM with vents and rammer, which is not great. I'm not going to lie, that's not great. Its DPM is low so far, its mobility is mwah. I say mobility, I mean top speed. Its top speed is 35 kilometers an hour. It has fantastic terrain resistance. Even though it has fantastic terrain resistance, its power to weight is not great either. So why would you buy this tank? Well, first of all, it can be a British crew trainer. If you love your Centurions, this tank would be a great crew trainer for it. It is very comparable to the Centurion 1. In patch 9.17, the top speed of the FV4202P might be buffed. This is still on the super test, things can change. Might be buffed to 40 kilometers an hour to make it more comparable to the Centurion 1. And that would make the FV4202P much more competitive. But still not quite there, because its DPM is still low, its dispersion is really good, gun handling is amazing on this tank, but the rest of the tank is just incredibly mediocre. And just like Lambo, World of Yolo has something with hills, or I should say I have something with hills, because so far 2 out of the 3 winners that I have shown have something with hills. Lambo camped at the back of mines on a hill, then went to the middle on the hill and had a fantastic game. Here, World of Yolo is abusing his 10 degrees of gun depression and the fact that he's not slipping down the hill to have fantastic shots onto the roof of the IS-3. However, he is auto-aiming. I would personally not be auto-aiming in this situation. I would just aim for the engine deck myself, but that's personal preference. He eventually got to kill the IS-3, and he can now work over the other IS-3. Again, using auto-aim. Nothing bad with it, nothing wrong with it at all. The shots are flying where they have to be. And now he's aiming himself, making sure the shots actually count, because that IS-3 is doing a lot of damage when suddenly an SB-1C appears from behind. And this is not the first person to try and assault World of Yolo on the hill, but that SB-1C has found himself in a very particularly bad situation. He is driving off the hill knowing he cannot win this match, and World of Yolo, still auto-aiming, making sure he sees his surroundings, puts shots into the Panzer 1C, or Spey Panzer 1C. M44 tries to kill him. Those M44s on the enemy team are going to be focusing World of Yolo for a very long time to come. Again, auto-aiming on the SP1C finally kills him. Now we can have a bit of rest, right? The M44s are reloading, there's no one in and around the hill to kill him, but there was one T-34 right in front of him. You've seen this in the trailer. This T-34 bounces his first shot to RT miss. This is the reason why I chose this replay. This T-34, an incredibly good player, is making mistakes. For example, this shot missed for no apparent reason. He rams World of Yolo. World of Yolo bounces off the front of the T-34. I have no idea anymore which RT is shooting at them. But there's going to be a lot of RT shells flying towards these two fighting on the hill. The T-34 finally puts a shot in, 2 more RT shots land. World of Yolo puts a shot into the side of the T-34, another shot lands on the hill. T-34 being very, very aggressive, put World of Yolo down to a one-shot. The T-34, I think tracked here, is going to come after World of Yolo again. He is hell-bent on trying to kill World of Yolo. There he comes. He misses his shot. World of Yolo puts his shot in. World of Yolo has to reload, but not the Alpha to kill the T-34 right now. Has to put a shot into his back. Make sure the T-34 does not get the gun depression over the back to shoot him. And the T-34 is now falling down. Lost all of his health trying to kill World of Yolo. A very, very good player. Completely destroyed by perfect play on the hill, while RT shells were raining down onto the two of them. Now, I'm not sure which of the two was actually Yolo there. I believe the T-34. But this was perfect play in the FV4-202P. Almost perfect. He auto-aimed at the front of the T-34 earlier on, causing him to bounce when he could have used his own aim and shot in the hole. But that's nitpicking at this point. World of Yolo is still alive and that T-34 is dead. We are still on the hill, but there's no reason anymore to really be on the hill. ISU 152 has not been spotted yet. He's probably camping in base, but does have a kill, so he's not AFK. The Rheinmetall Borsig, very, very dangerous tank, has been spotted on the other side of the map. 2RT probably camping in base. T-44, real threat right now. He is the most mobile tank the enemy has. And an AMX M4 probably spinning circles, not knowing what to do in his tank. AMX M445, not a good tank in my opinion. I freak speed past it, trying to get the AMX 5100. AMX M4 is just a sort of... We have to fill this space with something. Let's give it, I don't know, the French version of a Tiger II, but worse in every single way. Because the French were not good at making tanks until they figured out autoloaders were a thing for some reason. But very good news, the enemy M44 misses his shot completely, misses the Rheinmetall Borsig on our team, and kills the T-44. Sadly enough, the enemy Borsig kills our Borsig. We're still down one tank. And we have no idea what health this SU-152 is on. Very, very good player, but World of Yolo has shown us today that he can beat anyone that comes close to his gun. We're going around this corner very carefully. We have no idea where this SU-152 is or even where he's aiming. Right in front of us, aiming at us. 22 health. No problem. Let's stay cool. No reason to get excited about getting a kill on a tier 7 tank destroyer. He was just the best player alive in their team at that point. 5 kills, 3k damage done. World of Yolo is not done yet playing the FV4-202P like this. Now we're going after this AMX M445. Even though World of Yolo is on precariously low health, he is still taking the front lines in his tank, because he kind of has to. He is the most important tank on their team right now. Yes, the Ferdinand has more armor and a bigger gun, but he is being very careful, like a TD should be. Even though he's got a lot of health, World of Yolo just kills the AMX M445, who was expecting something to come from the enemy's base, at least for him. M44 misses World of Yolo, who immediately drives into cover. ISU left, Borsig left, 2RT left. This has turned into an extremely dangerous situation. The 2RT kind of know, oh my Jesus lordy, that Borsig only tracks World of Yolo, who casually turns around his turret, auto-aims and kills the Borsig. But this was an extremely dangerous situation. The 2RT know almost exactly where World of Yolo was, and that Borsig was pre-aimed, expecting him to poke around the corner or drive back up the hill. Very, very lucky, but golly me, was that an important shot for the Borsig, and he missed. Sometimes you just need a bit of luck to win your games, and World of Yolo has been lucky. That T-34 earlier up on the hill bounced, I believe, 2 shots or 3 shots and missed a couple. RT kept on missing him. The Borsig should have killed him there. He should have killed him, but only tracks him. World of Yolo takes a bit of a risk here. He knows he's going to get spotted by the ISU. Puts a shot in, the ISU dies. And that's why I like this replay. Even though World of Yolo has been on a one-shot for almost more than half of the game, he still keeps on attacking. He still keeps on playing aggressive. He has to do it to win this game for his team. RT missed both their shots, and I noticed that World of Yolo doesn't actually have 6th Sense on this tank yet. But it doesn't seem that he really needs 6th Sense. He has been carrying the absolute boobies off this game anyway. And he asks for the Radley Walters. There's nothing wrong with asking for one of the epic medals. Puts an high explosive shell into the M44 and gets it. Me, myself, I am a firm believer of if you want a medal, you have to earn it. Don't ask for it. If your team is nice enough to give you the medal, go ahead, take it. But if your team is not nice enough to give it, you have to earn it. But that doesn't matter. World of Yolo, 8 kills, 3 points. What is it? 3.3 or 3.8? Hold on, let me just zoom in for a second there. 3.9 even damage done. Had a fantastic game and therefore deserves to be the second place prize winner.